Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the TerraFirmaPunk series with Rob's Mind. Today, guys, this is episode 13, and look at that. We have got 4 of the arrays of 5 water wheels apiece. We got 20 water wheels sitting there, and for the start of today's episode, guys, let's double it. Alright, we have done it. We've doubled the power. We've got 8 of these modules with 5 water wheels apiece, all just churning through. We're doing it all with the first 5 water source blocks, as a matter of fact. Yeah, we're just kind of letting the water come down and hit the layer right here and spread all the way out, and then we are mining out that strip and allowing it to continue to the next layer without interrupting this right here, because I believe the water flowing this way underneath the water wheel is actually very important for its efficiency. Not to mention, it looks so cool going all the way through. We need to go ahead and come up here and like throw in some support blocks to make it look like it's tied into the mountain, like kind of like that. Now, I want to give this system a test, but I actually I ran through all of our unrefined oil testing this thing, and yeah, we're going to need to go out and hit up a new oil deposit with our pump jack because we drained the last one. And yeah, I think we should go and do it. And while we're at it, maybe try and get our hands on some rich magnetite so we can continue on steel production. And in the background, I have had these bees buzzing along over here. To get them to start, you need, hold on, you need 1 of these wintry princesses, or any kind of princesses, I guess. I'm in on the top of a mountain, so I can only breed these cold-type bees. So yeah, you have 1 princess and 1 drone. It uses up the drone to make a queen, and then after that, they just kind of produce honeycombs, and they produce 4 drones, I believe it is, every time they are finished, every time the queen expires, because this is like a timer right here. Yeah, it's pretty neat. I think there's a way to breed them and stuff too, but I am not going to get into that because I'm going to have to move biomes and stuff. And the reason that I'm having those bees go so much is so we can take the honeycombs that we get from them, put them in our centrifuge, and get them to process through, and we're looking for the beeswax. We get all of this stuff, but we're really looking for beeswax. Somebody had also asked me how close we were to getting our improved windmill, which takes tons and tons of string, but I think that these should be our last 2 silk cloths into getting 1 of them. And we take these silk cloths and we press them in our plate press with the plate mold here. So we'll just unlock those, and you can see that once it presses, we get these tough fabric, I believe they're called, yeah. Alright, that's our last tough fabric. Now we're done with the water in here. We'll just drain it and put it back into this container here. And we'll stick that container back over here to fill up our boiler for our bottler here. Then we're going to need to pump this thing full of creosote oil like that. And nice, we're going to throw another one of these on here because I imagine this is going to be quite expensive with the creosote oil. Then we're going to put our beeswax up here. Windmill blade, I believe these are called, and then the tough fabric. And yeah, we have enough to make 8 of the blades, and then we'll combine those in a ring with a piece of steel and a piece of beeswax, I believe, to get ourselves 1 improved windmill. So these things are hella expensive, man. They take like 400 and some odd string for 2 of them, so like 200 and I believe 15 or 16 string a piece. And let's make some more open block tanks real quick. We can take a hammer and one of these gems to smash it down like this. And yeah, that'll get us 16. Then we can take these basalt rocks like this with a chisel and make basalt bricks. Then up here we take a gem and 8 basalt bricks, combine it together, and we get our tanks, our open blocks tanks. Alright, so we are going to head out west a little bit. The base is just right there, right behind us. Yeah, we're going to pass that one up for now. I am going to clean that up in a little while, but not today. Not today. I've got my eye on one out to the west a little bit because I did a little bit of scoping around and found some rich magnetite next to it. And magnetite is iron, which we can convert into steel. And there it is. It's in a really peculiar spot because there's the water's over there. It's kind of right in the middle of the land right here. But that is really good because now we don't have to build like a huge, ridiculous thing in mid-air at least. You know, we can just come right here. One cool thing about these carpenter blocks is normally cobblestone will fall straight through. It'll like fall down onto the ground, but with these carpenter blocks, you can put cobblestone like inside of them more or less, and they won't fall down. You can use it as an actual building block, and I have got more cobblestone than anything else right now. Alright, now these pump jacks are really tricky to place. The place where you actually fill up the barrels or whatever we're filling up is this block. That is actually where the drilling starts at, not the middle like I originally thought. So we need to place it from this side? No. I still did that wrong. We need to place it like that. There we go. Yeah, cool. So now, whenever we actually give this thing a power input, and we do that by placing our RF alternator, let's build this out a little bit. Like I was saying, we place our RF alternator like that. I originally thought that this thing ran off of RF itself, but it actually needs a converter, and that's what this thing does. And is that actually powering? No. Where's my power output? Alright, so I had to flip this thing around because it looks like I forgot my engineer's hammer, but now... Alright, but now this is getting power, and this is starting to pump. So good, let's go ahead and place a bunch of tanks. Alright, there we go. I put almost all of the tanks up there. I think we got close to 100 and some odd tanks up there. We definitely got over 100 because I only have 5 tanks left. So yeah, we definitely put tons upon tons of tanks in here, and it's already filled quite a few of them actually. Yeah, it's up 1, 2, 3 blocks high, so we filled 9 tanks fully. So I guess we better not mess around. Let's hop over here, I believe it was. Yeah, right here is the rich magnetite. So I've got my giant's pick, which we've got a pretty cool trick to show later. And I've got tons of barrels with my luggage here. Let's go ahead and get busy. Holy cow. It is already going to be a really good vein, I can tell. Alright, I need to run home and get some food, and oh my gosh. Look at all of the oil we have pumped out of that thing so far. And I don't even think it's anywhere near done. Because the way that these things work, this concrete pipe that comes out of here is supposed to go down pretty far, I believe. And it has barely done anything. I don't even think we're into the actual ground itself yet with all of this oil. And yeah, like I said, we are totally, yeah, we're out of power with this thing. Oh man. We're gonna go to our base and recharge it, grab up some food, and then come back out here. I think so far I've filled up entirely, let's see, whatever I have over here. I think I have 3 more. So yeah, I've got 5 full barrels of magnetite so far. Alright, we got that hooked up. It is charging. It's already at over 100,000 RF, so I imagine we're producing a pretty decent amount of power from those 40 water wheels that we have all linked together. And while that's building up the other 900,000 RF in it, we've got our 8 improved windmill blades. Put those in the carpenter with a piece of steel, and we have got our improved windmill you know, in like 10 minutes when this thing finishes crafting. Alright. We have got our improved windmill blade, and we are about to throw it on right now. So there's the old one gone, and here's the new one on. Oh, wow. That thing is really booking it, isn't it? Where's our old one? Wow, look at that thing go, man. It is really going. Man, I bet we're generating all sorts of power from that thing. Really cool. I'm going to need to set up several of these around, but I think before that we'll have to end up finding a spider spawner or something like that. Maybe swarm spiders or something I think they have in this game. We should be able to set up some kind of string farm to get a lot of this stuff, because that is just, oh, it's even fun to look at. Back in business. Back to mining. Alright, so we've finally gotten the big spill out of the way. It looks like it's going down. Is this still going up? We have filled a lot of oil. Yeah, that's still progressively filling. Oh my goodness. Are we out of power yet? Nope, not even halfway out of power, so really good, really good. Alright, so this stopped filling finally. Yeah, that totally stopped filling, so... It stopped using power as well, so I'm assuming it either got to the bottom or it just simply cannot reach. Oh man, I feel so nervous about doing this, because if we land in the oil, we might not be able to get back out. Do I have blocks on me at least? Alright, I got some blocks, but let's go for it. Oh my goodness. Look at how deep this thing went. Wow. So it ran through a cave. Doesn't look like it went all the way down. Oh wow, we're in another cave here. What's this? Oh, diorite. Okay. Yeah, I can see some more oil down here. I wonder, is it yet to dissipate? I don't know. This... Oh no! Oh, did I just get stuck in the oil? I totally just got stuck in the oil. But there's one block of grass. Alright. Yeah, cool. The oil does appear to be dissipating, so I'm assuming our pump, it did. It removed every single oil source block, and now this is just draining. So that is really cool, and we are now at... Whoa! We're at y equals 29 and sinking, apparently. And all the way up here at the pump jack, we are up here at y equals 158. So we went significantly low. We drilled 130 blocks down or so. So that's pretty awesome. Let's pack up this operation and go home, I guess. Alright, so we got almost a stack and a half of oil tanks right here. This is a ton of stuff. And let's go ahead and pop a few of them on here and just kind of see what happens. Alright, they're working through the amount of energy that they had stored up, but pretty soon, yeah, there it goes. They are all done right there. And now, can this handle... Let's do this one at a time, I guess. The test is to see how many can be handled sustainably. So we got one right here. Yeah, and that's doing no problem. We're still filling up. How about two? Alright, the numbers are still going up there. How about three? And the numbers have started to go down, so we cannot even do 3 of these sustainably. We are already losing power. So yeah, this is going to need to go all the way down to bedrock. We're going to need another one on the other side probably, and some windmills in order to fully power this thing the way I want it to be powered. I want it to be powered fully efficiently. And right now, yeah, we're going down. If I were to hook these two together, like I said, it's gonna power, but it's dropping pretty fast. We'll be able to run this for maybe three minutes or less. So while we were out there draining that oil well, we also got 6 barrels of rich magnetite, which we are going to be turning into steel very, very shortly. We also got a barrel and a half of rich bismuth while we were out there, and look, I got a few extra stacks of rich magnetite there, so that is pretty cool. But we're gonna take this and see how much abuse we can put on our crusher. And up here for our Stirling engines, we're also using sulfur to power them because we got a sulfur farm now, and this stuff is like crazy efficient fuel. So yeah, why not, right? And we're still draining a lot of power. We need that second improved windmill. All right, guys, a little bit of time has passed. Our windmill is just spinning away right there, and check it out. We've got 2 full stacks of bismuth right here from that. Not to mention another 32 ingots right here. Let's pop them out of the mold and hope they don't break. Oh yeah, none of them broke. So we are going to grab up all of these ingots here, and I made up some steel as well. I converted a whole entire barrel of that rich magnetite into steel, and it came out to be like just shy of 70 ingots. We got like 69 ingots over there. And here they are, neatly tucked away on a shelf. Yeah, we've got a lot of metal in our pockets right now. I imagine this is a very heavy load. So let's go over here. We are about to run into a problem, and I'll actually demonstrate our problem real quick. And there is our problem. We are fully stacked all the way to the roof, which is fine. You know, I am perfectly happy with having 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks of bismuth right there. But what if we get another ingot? And ingots, they don't go into chests. Like I cannot put this in there. So I thought that we could go around and place droppers in the floor. Yeah, something like that. And then we could actually take and any extra ingots that we have, or like I make constantan and stuff like that, we could store in the floor somewhere. Like I'll never get more than 4 stacks of red steel. Unless we are just like banging it in this series, but I highly doubt that that is going to happen. That is like super unachievable in this pack with no like cheaty arc furnace stuff or anything like that. But for things like the bismuth, for things like the tin, that I doubt we're going to make this much bronze or whatever we're going to use the tin for. Yeah, things like that. We'll go ahead and like put the extras into the storage down below. Yeah, I've never seen our steel supply this big. That's gotta be a record for me. We got over 2 stacks of steel, over 2.5 stacks of steel, as a matter of fact. So that is awesome. Oh, I knew I had more bismuth. Look at that. I must have hit it and it went up on top of the floor. I was wondering what happened. That had me shocked for a second, but yay. Now we can go and take these and throw them into the dropper down below, like that. And that is like our bismuth storage, our overflow storage, if you will. So for making all that steel and the iron and stuff like that, I am running extremely low on charcoal, and I also need treated wood, which, you know, requires wood. So I think it's a good idea that we pay the old tree farm a visit and see how much the chests have collected for this amount of time. I don't even know when the last time I was over here was. So let's check out the charcoal situation, and oh yeah, we have got charcoal for days in here. Oh man, I don't have anywhere near enough space to get all this charcoal. Oh my gosh. Okay, I guess let's start loading barrels up is probably the best thing to do, I guess. So I filled both of our charcoal droppers up here, and we have 2 full barrels right there, so 24 extra stacks of charcoal. Let's go and chop down some trees and get some more going. So whenever I come through and do a big harvest of the trees, obviously I chop off the leaves with the scythe, which I know I spent the levels and everything to go through and name this and all of that, but we're gonna put it into a furnace and set it on fire in a minute. But right here with the work tables, we have got these few recipes that I put in there. I found out that you could compress the sticks into bundles like this. And so we just kind of shift click them into a bundle. But then I found out that you can compress them into medium bundles, and you can compress those into large bundles. So I wonder if does it go any further than this? It doesn't appear that it does. And it looks like this second chest, I was afraid of it, but it does not connect anyways to this system. So what we are going to do instead is dig down a block, take out the copper pipes, and we are going to place in iron pipes and start using the open blocks tanks instead, since they connect. We will place our pipes in, and we'll unlock each of these so fluid will flow through that way, place our block back, and then 2 open blocks tanks. Now, the reason I'm using 2 pipes is because, annoyingly enough, if you use one, this one will always be 1 millibucket shy of being full, and then you have to put it up against this one to get it to totally fill, or am I getting attacked? Or do some other method. So we are just going to do it like that. There we go. That's looking much better. And eventually I think I'm going to make these into drawers to store our charcoal in, because then I'll be able to store like 32 stacks or something, and we can upgrade them, and that will be really, really useful. And so the way we're getting our treated wood right now, you can make it in a barrel, but it takes a lot of time and stuff like that. I don't want to make it with time. So what we're going to do is do it like this. We make our spruce planks, or any planks that we want to, and then pretty much we can use a bucket, which is 1,000 millibuckets, or a bottle, which is 250 millibuckets. So obviously we are going to go the bottle route. Let's go ahead and pop our scythe in here, see if this heats up at all. We'll light it, and warming. Oh man. Alright, so cool. We were able to get the blue steel back from that, so we should be able to run this upstairs, and if I'm skilled enough, we might be able to smash out another scythe real quick, I'm hoping. Where's the scythe blade? There it is. Alright, we need to bend, draw, hit. Alright, we got one. Cool. So, yeah, you can kind of use that in order to make your tools never run out. Unfortunately, we lost our enchantment, but, you know, I didn't have to spend another blue steel. What is that, a reward bag? To make a scythe. Huh, strawberries. Okay, that was random, but for the last thing I want to show in this episode, we have got this contraption right here, set up right next to the water. So the reason it's set up here is because we have been filling it with steam and sulfur, and that is so that we can go ahead and toss this guy in, and then toss this guy in, and that will actually start repairing this for no experience points whatsoever, and I believe that we can do that infinitely. So that is just amazing. So obviously at some point we are going to get a better system set up for that, and I think in the next episode we should commit to getting some gunpowder and setting up, I am getting distracted because I'm going to get mauled by 2 giants, and also setting up this building up here with our water wheels and all of that stuff. We should commit to setting it up a little bit more properly, getting our water wheels a little more thoroughly finished, and not only that, but actually building up the building itself, because I've got some plans for it that I have yet to share with you guys. But yeah, this has been Rob's Mind. I hope you have enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you in the next one, guys.